insight video today, and again, a lot of the things I've been talking about have been this sense of coming back into harmony, back into oneness, back into source light creation, which is the shift in consciousness, the shift in reality for many beings at the moment. And this is the ascension process in a sense for most of us at the moment. Ascension is this process of coming back into oneness, come back into source light creation, coming back into higher selves and connecting the higher self. There's many different aspects to sort of like our essence, our energy, our light, and they're all part of this source light creation, and they're all part of this oneness vibration. And this is for many of us, this is the shift in consciousness. It's the shift, the journey for many of us at the moment. As we start coming back into light and come back into source energy, we start to receive insights, inspiration, intuition, and there's many aspects to that again. And this is the actual shifting as well in source light creation and source light vibration and frequency. We start to realize that there's a wholeness to this, that there's many different aspects to it. And when people have talked to like multi-dimensional sort of experiences and multi-dimensional sort of like vibrations and frequencies, this aligns with what's going on at the moment. It's with source light creation. There's many sort of aspects to the infinite realities and dimensions of light. There's many beings that work with us at once, and we're connected, and we're part of those infinite sort of frequencies, those infinite sort of vibrations. And there'll be many aspects of our being and our journey that we start to experience. I've been talking about consciousness, I've been talking about doors, and I've been talking about awareness, and how many of that's opening up for many of us at the moment. Is it like a different way of being, a different state of being, and a different state of being brings this transmutation, this transformation, where many of us will start to realise that our reality that we've lived in for a long time, is made up, or is, there's different aspects to it, and we start to experience that. And this is what the doorway is about, the opening is about for many of us. And I feel this is what the masters and the guides and the infinite beings are telling us, and source light creation is telling us. There's many aspects to it, and reality will shift and change as we start to open up to our source energy, and we start to open up to our soul key consciousness, our soul vibration. And also as we start to connect once again and integrate the higher self, we start to see different aspects to reality, and our reality will shift and change, but our state of being will change. And what I mean by the state of being is we start to sort of vibrate and create and manifest in a different way, because when we start to connect to the higher self and the oneness vibration and source light creation, and we start to connect to like an infinite and an ultimate reality. So how we feel and think and see reality will change, and this is what's happening for many of us. And it takes us, and again, when I've talked about the universal law of correspondence, I keep talking about this law, and it is definitely a key. It's definitely a key that opens up when we start to remain as that light, and we start to become connected to the source light creation and that source light vibration in each and every one of us. Like I said, it aligns the inner and the outer world, and it creates one reality, one vibration, one frequency. And this is what this time's about. It's about sort of an awakening to that source light creation and the universal law of correspondence. And when I'm talking about the different states of being and transformation and reality seeming different, again, this will connect to like the universal law of attraction, in a sense that because we're vibrating on a different frequency, and we're coming home in that sense to that oneness vibration and the source light creation. And when I say coming home, it's harmony. It's being in harmony with it once again. And again, this is what I've said like before with Atlantis and Lemuria. They were in harmony with the oneness vibration, with source light creation. They were in harmony with their higher selves. So there was many different facets of like reality and vibration and frequency and consciousness. And this is what we're going through. There's this shifting in that at the moment. over the last couple of days, I've talked about this staff that I was given, and I saw it as like like a guidance, and sort of like being given it. But yesterday there was some sort of like intuition coming through around this staff. It's been given because it's like an anchor. This staff that I've been given is like an anchor, and when I hold this staff, it helps me keep connected to oneness vibration, and it helps me get connected and grounded in and anchored into that energy. And the staff has been given for that reason. When I hold on to it, it sort of keeps me connected to like like the oneness vibration and source like creation. But it also, like, I feel like when I hold it, it shows me like an infinite sort of like universe, of a universe of stars and stuff like that. And when I hold it, it's keeping me connected into that infinite reality, that infinite sort of vibration of consciousness. So that's like symbolic for me, and that's been given to me to hold on to it. And I think it's symbolic as well of what I'm saying about like being open and being in sort of the frequency. It keeps me aligned with the oneness vibration, the sort of like the wisdom, the insight, the knowledge of the universe, and the knowledge of this infinite consciousness. And that's why, I mean, like anything that I feel like is unbalanced in my reality, if I feel this staff, like I feel like it's in my hand now, and then when I hold it, it anchors me in, it keeps me aligned, that light frequency of that oneness vibration, that oneness consciousness. But it also connects me into my higher self, that keeps me connected, like I said, to oneness vibration, but also to source light creation. And I feel this is going on for many beings at the moment, that we're all being given this these kind of like insights and this wisdom that's allowing our energy and our light frequencies to remain aligned and in harmony with the oneness vibration and source light creation. And there's many tools being given to many of us, and this is what this age is about. This is what this time is about. It's about coming back into that. It's about moving away from the external reality to the stage that we've once again become to like this, our source energy and the illuminated heart. I talk about Lord Lanto. That's been something that's been very sort of the ascended master, who walked around with an aligned heart. But I also feel like your third eye as well is completely open. So like your heart's open and your third eye's open with this, so you've got vision, and you're also connected into your center. You also, I think I've seen Lord Lanto hold like a staff with many different energy centers that go up it as well. Like I've seen like images of that. So I feel with this illuminated heart and with this energy, it's also connecting us into our sort of like our energy centers, you know. And the staff that's white with the many different sort of spheres, it's got spheres of energy on it that go up like that. They're symbolic again. I've been talking about this rainbow that I've been seeing, and consciousness. That's awareness, but that's also unity. That's alignment. That's yeah, integration of the many different sort of, again, the many different sort of vibrational frequencies of the master rays, but also of like source light creation and manifestation and the oneness vibration. Oneness vibration is the wisdom of knowing that all things are connected, that nothing's separate. So oneness vibration tells us, although we are in this human form, we're connected to source light creation, we're connected to our higher selves, we're connected to the energy centers, we're connected to the infinite beings of energy and light, we're connected to angels, we're connected to the masters, we're connected to all these different realities. The oneness vibration tells us this. It's the natural state that all beings are in when we go through transmutation. And when I'm talking about transmutation, I am talking about, you know, I talk about it here, but it happens when we move over into the different dimensions of reality, of light and energy and vibration. The transmutation is going to different states of being, and consciousness is related to the different vibrational frequencies and the infinite realities. And oneness vibration and source light creation is a manifestation of infinite dimensions of vibration and frequency. And the oneness vibration is that direct reflection of that. And it's trying to bring us back into that now, that it's trying to expand our consciousness, expand our awareness that we walk with those infinite dimensions, we walk with those infinite beings of light and energy, and when we can start to shift and align with that, then we start to walk as one light, one vision, one vibration, one frequency. And this is what this time's about, and this is what they're shifting us towards. And so I feel this quite strongly. And again, when I've talked about this staff, it's very much around that. It's keeping us in that, keeping me in that vibration. But you'll have guides or beings that are working with you, are bringing through insight and awareness for you. That also connects to the universal law of inspired action, which is very much around intuition. That is a direct channel, again, an opening the door to your higher self, the higher consciousness, the higher awareness, and the infinite realities of dimensions of light and energy. I also feel, as I'm connecting into this, I feel like, you know, with the masters, they've got like different dimensional realities or realms, and then like people have talked about them having sort of like a master being on a different frequency and vibration. And people talk about things like Lemuria, and they talk about Shambhala and stuff like that. And these are like sacred places of energy and light where beings go to collect knowledge and wisdom, and integrate it and bring it back for the collective. I feel like, you know, as I'm sitting there talking this, I feel like I've been in a way I've been sort of like, my consciousness is going off to a place like that, you know, where they've got these realms and these realities, like these temples that of wisdom and light and energy, where these masters reside. I feel like we're being sort of again, once again, taken over to them to receive that information, that insight, to bring it down for this time and this age. And again, this relates again to Atlantis and Lemuria, when they're at very high frequency, where they're very aligned and integrated. And people talk about the veil between this world and the other world. That veil is like a vibration of frequency, and the more our consciousness and our awareness opens up, and the more we integrate oneness vibration and we connect to source light creation, the more we connect to the universal law of correspondence, the more we open up to the infinite flow of the universe. And again, the infinite flow of the universe, with the infinite symbol that goes like this, is the infinite flow of sort of like receiving and expressing and being constantly replenished and constantly integrated and anchored energy into our beings and our energy centers, to open up and like I said, anchor this energy and this light and this wisdom for this age. And this is what we're here for. This is our purpose. And I feel this is what's going on for many of us at the moment. That's the insight for today.